And welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. In the last one, we went ahead and took over Mali, because I, when seeing African relations, did not realize it was not just Mali. Although Mali gets reasonably large, so we'll probably grow it out of Mali. We'll see. Don't really want it to be Ghana because of a lot of these African nations in that weird authoritarian spot where they're too democratic, but not democratic enough to be stable. Most of them are not very rich, apparently. So we're basically taking regions over to have regions. Smattering of mission control around, if you see.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, probably start working Mali together. Make Mali the centerpiece of it. For the moment, at least. Let's see. We'll have you purge.
Removing our enemies.
Crank
Where
down.
to?
Your orders?
And we'll do a defend on Turkey. I don't think Turkey needs it.
Securing our interests.
Go expand the alliance networks for our nuclear umbrella. Yeah, your percentage will allow us to put Turkey into EU. We're waiting on a cooldown in Ethiopia, which is 13th of June. And then expanding Mali is going to take a little while. I'm trying to work towards tier 3 stations, just so we have more space in our space.
Lending my expertise.
Protecting our interests.
African Union, we are going to want that, and depending on how expensive it is, that might want that before you're presented. $20K. I might hold off a little bit more on that because we got some unifications we can do for that. Logan's got its second LD, so Logan is probably the most defended station we have. Our space future, they're set to lead. Okay. That should accelerate the rate that we're researching. What we'll do is we'll meet them enough on that subject to stay ahead. So we're going to let them catch up a little bit so they think they can keep up, and then we'll invest more to try to hold on, is what I'm going to try to do. Okay, new ship on the queue for Mercury. Keep that Mercury shipyard running hot.
We've removed some threats.
Took that purge. Now, we don't want to just immediately shove them into Mali. Mali has a space program, so as we federate them with Mali, we can develop their mission control. There is also the argument to attempt to stabilize them in the meantime, but for the moment we'll work on funding in Unity. Dion, 30 days and we'll be able to get that calling ship moving. Alien fleet has arrived at Mercury. Begun bombarding Blue Ridge. So it is, we're gonna go 4v2 and hopefully the 4 wins. It is a Titan and a frigate. So we are going to gauge 4 on 2. With maximum intercept. We're going to do 3 versus the Titan and 1 versus the frigate. And that's a lot of particle weapons. Ailing mag, because I think they're 2 slaughter. And then they got a heavy mag battery, which is, again, I think that's the 4 slot. So, yeah, they're probably going to outrange us. Well, they're not going to outrange the torpedoes, but they're going to outrange us with everything else, I think, on that. So either we got enough torpedoes going away, which means we'll penetrate and blow them up, or we don't. And there will be no in-between, I suspect. Are they using the light mag as point defense? Because if they are, we're not going to penetrate. I already tell that. I think it is being used as point defense. Yep, 1 got through, 2 got through. Ran out of stuff hitting the frigate, although I think critical mass hit the Titan. There'll be enough redirects to take the frigate out. Yes. Scratch, 2 alien ships. I don't know if we've got the Delta V to get back to station, but had enough to deal with the aliens. When did I bet labs the... Oh, because it's Mercury, right? We just need less solar arrays at Mercury. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, we can get back there 12.7 hours. Victory for the Mercury fleet. The Mercury fleet continues to expand.
Ready.
Okay. Purge the next one.
Terminating the opposition.
Crackdown's gonna be what makes it plausible.
Cracking down.
Acknowledged.
It's public campaign. If we're gonna make Mali the center, we
persuade
should
the
public
people.
campaign in Mali.
Ready.
Got decent Ethiopia, plus we're running Unity Ethiopia. Okay, let's do some public campaign Burkina Faso.
We'll
Definitely do
make
more
our
persuasion
appeal.
on you, but okay. They're still set to catch up there, but they are still quite a way off. I don't want them to stop spending. I want them to keep spending, so we'll let them try to catch a little bit more before we speed up. Molecular assemblers is coming along nicely. What do I need here? I think it's... I don't think it's fleet logistics. I'm thinking for the neutron lance, right? So the neutron lance... Final neutron lance. Vision systems and ships of the line. So we need to improve shipbuilding techniques. Okay. Square for adamantine armor, which we're going to want, and rapid shipbuilding, which is faster shipbuilding. That's good. Ships of the line. Oh, and it's going to require ships of the line. That's right. Because the Spinal Neutron Lance is only a ship of the line size ship. Yeah, if we can keep control of that slot, that's good. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Medium Earth orbit. Now has its point defensive rate again. We'll ever see if it ever finishes the LDA. 19th of March. Go another 60 days without being destroyed. It'll have its LDA. That's a bigger alien fleet coming to low Earth. Completed repairs at Chokai Station. Do a resupply as well.
We've moved the needle.
Okay, you arrived at the parking spot. And once again, this is one of the ones that's supposed to be doing solar, and apparently the inner system asteroids are not considered in Earth's distance. So we're not able to put a solar panel here. So you're just gonna sit there with a space module. Mobile space
We're
lab.
winning their hearts and minds.
Doing your mobile space lab stuff.
Crackdown complete.
The people will come to our side.
More ships coming to low Mercury orbit.
Back on the farm, if something broke, they didn't have some fancy machine to fix it. And they couldn't wait for some repairman to stop by. So they did it all themselves, with their own weather-worn hands.
So that's molecular assemblers. We invested the most in it, so we get to pick the next one. I want to work towards better ships, I think. Oh, look at the tech tree. The specific thing we're looking for the neutron lance, right? So, neutron lance, ship of the line, improve shipbuilding techniques, improve shipbuilding techniques requires next generation aerospace. So we should do next generation aerospace. There we go. And out of everything in space, this is the fastest teching stuff. Okay.
Our associates are now in charge.
Take another point in Niger. Niger, not to be confused with Nigeria. And not to be confused with the other word. Launches for low Mercury orbit. That's a bigger fleet. I have a feeling we're gonna get slapped around in space soon. Got our dock at Matterhorn. Meaning you can do your repair and resupply.
Ready to go.
Okay. Burkina Faso is next.
Targeting the opposition.
Apparently we're hitting it hard enough that
Reporting
I maybe don't even need to do a crackdown. Do the crackdown just because we got the crackdown for
Targeting
free.
their center of power.
At your service.
And then we come in here, manage relations, improve relations, most importantly with Mali. So in 103 days, we'll be able to federate you into Mali, and you'll be able to start working on your one and only mission control, which will be good. In effect, to speed up Mali, I think we're rich enough we can go ahead and buy Mali's mission control for it. Here we go. That'll make it focus on welfare sooner. This may be an argument we could just dip into our pockets and do the welfare as well. It's 1.1k per welfare. Although, to get the sort of level of welfare that we'd want to do, that's still looking to be like 100,000. Yeah, probably like 100,000. Because we like this point to be well over 5, because we don't have GDP here, really. But it is what it is. Okay, confirm assignments, let time pass. Foxtrot 200 has completed repairs at the Matterhorn. Ready for transit. Prospecting. So, if we're thinking about those volatiles, we did you. Cassandra has only got volatiles. Really want a mix of water and volatiles if we're going for volatiles. There's maybe an argument actually at this point sort for something else like radioactives. Although unclaimed radioactives are all sub 5 at this point. Oh, well, sub 1 at this point, yeah. Or sort water. Big water is a little tempting. Because all the ships are going to fly off of water. So go to one of the comets for water. You know, that's what we'll do. Oh, and this is one of the places where a ship is stranded. So setting Foxtrot 200 here would actually unstrand the other ship. Although what I do with the other ship being unstranded isn't actually all that valuable, because apparently solar places are only usable within like Mars, or only available at Mercury. Solar line sites, so it's a bit less valuable. But yeah, you can get there in 10 weeks. Or it can cost an extra 5 weeks, and you can have fuel to get to the next place, but no. Do 10 weeks.
Lending my expertise.
We might be able to refit the landers into the fission variety once we get the shipyard set up. That would make them a little more
Public
usable.
opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
We have neutralized their key people.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Rapid repairing materials. When we start to do army stuff, we're going to want that. Victor 379 has arrived at low Earth orbit. Go into Logan. Okay, so we need to rally our fleet to stop it. Logan is the most heavily defended station in the system, but I suspect 2 LDAs is not going to stop one alien warship. 2 alien warships, sorry. Do auto-resolve. Auto-resolve says we lose. I do want to see how the double LDA holds up. So we're going to go in and watch the fight. See if it is a different result. So lots of mag. Laser particle. Laser plasma PD. Versus 2 LDA, or LDA, so layer defensive arrays. 120 centimeter infrared laser battery, which really is just a slow-firing, large point defense weapon. And the railgun Mark III. Although we're not even going to get in railgun range. Looks like. Oh no, the railguns are able to open fire a little bit before they go off the line. There goes the first one. Anyway, we're not putting up enough, enough kinetics yet to stop the lasers from chewing them up. And the fight doesn't even go long enough for anything to connect. I think we had better results in the auto-resolve in that scenario. Our fleet does get there before I think it was destroyed. Maybe not by very much. We're gonna come in fast. Anyway, four tubes a target, or 4 ships a target. It should be. Oh, actually, do 5 against the Titan because we've got 9 ships here. So 15 tubes firing at the Titan, 12 tubes firing at the firing at the frigate. Again, the station should be intact, so let's slam the accelerator to give these torpedoes the best likelihood of success. Torpedoes away. Torpedoes connect. We do lose one of the monitors to mag weapon fire, or the enemy ships explode. So 1 to 2. Although one of their ones was a Titan, so decent exchange ratio. And we did lose a shipyard, so one of the Logan shipyards was destroyed. We will commit to rebuilding it all. Yeah, we're scratched one shipyard. Do I have any open shipyards? Open slipways to put a replacement monitor in? No. Although we are about to have one of the monitors roll off the production line, so we'll go ahead and slap a replacement in right behind it. So after 13 days, that one will be replaced. So you should already basically be at Logan, complete the transit. Again, repair and resupply. Oh, just resupply, because what was damaged was destroyed. Fair enough. And you've arrived, so found an outpost. And that outpost wants a mine. And we don't have enough power to do more than just a mine. Okay, so that's that. New orbital core at Everest. Low Earth orbit. Okay, so we don't have the PDA up yet. And then you had enough fuel that you could, in theory, fly to the closest station. 15 weeks to Diane. You're at Chicago. That doesn't help us. I guess Palace was in the other sections of the asteroid belt. Garia, 45 weeks. Yeah, don't go there. Liguria. Okay, so you get back to Liguria in 10 weeks. Or Palace in 27. So go Liguria. Get there in just under 11 weeks. We need to resupply at Logan, ready for new orders. I think you just stay there, really.
We're in control here.
Got another point in, or got our first point, Burkina Faso, which is funding and probably welfare. Again, until we get the cohesion to a point where it's going to be sub 2, and then you're probably going to go into economy or something. I'm not too worried about founding space programs in here, because we're going to federate you with Mali. Mali has a space program, so you can build your mission control based off of that. No point in reinventing the wheel every time. The alien fleet on the way to Earth.
Where do you need me?
Okay. Back down the next one.
Targeting their key people.
Purge the next one. $87 days, I think, there. And then, yeah, still June 13th.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, I didn't get enough competition here in our space future, so we're still in control. It is expected to be done in June. Don't want you to catch up there. We'll do... Yeah, keep control. We'll invest a little bit more in next generation aerospace. Work-related stress. Gains Addict and Indulgent. Gains Inflexible. Loses Apocalyptic, gains one of the following. Can't pick the last option, okay. I'll gain the Addict and Indulgent. I know we can get rid of Addict. It won't be cheap, but... Okay, they've arrived at Low Earth. What are they doing at Low Earth? They're targeting Foxtrot 241, so they are coming for the Earth fleet. I think the Earth fleet's about to be destroyed, let's be fair. We're armed, we got torpedoes, but I don't think we got enough. Yeah, I don't think we have enough. We are looking at a 8v9. Gauge. Start battle. Gauge the enemy fleet at full speed. And then we're going to slam the accelerator right at the beginning of the fight. Punch the accelerator, send the torpedoes away, and we already know we don't have enough torpedoes. If they got a decent amount of point defense, we do not have enough torpedoes. Scratch one ship. Scratch two ships. And some of our torpedoes don't even have the maneuverability to hit targets, so we're missing the gunship down there. We are going to lose the entire fleet, but at least we are doing some damage. Destroyed one alien ship. Destroyed two alien ships. Although 2 for 8 is not a great exchange ratio. Okay. Oh, that's the fight. 8 to 9, and we scrunched them down to 7. Victor 306 is docked with Logan and may now seize or destroy the station.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Takes a little bit of science. And we lose Logan Station. Okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
That's a shame. They're going for the International Space Station. So here we're going to watch them basically bounce around our station and blow them all up. Because there's not much we can do. Rainier has one of its docks back online. We will try to get some ships out at that dock. If they come for the dock's gonna go. Okay, we're gonna reject this. If we just lose this to something that I think we can win in a real battle with the point defense. Wait. We rejected it, so we should have a defense array. Yeah, we should have a point defense array. Why is the defense array not firing? I think we have a glitch battle here. Let's pause this and do a quick load. See if we get that fixed. Okay, so we're back loaded in. So apparently it's giving us the fight, because I think one of our modules is intact. So let's start battle here, which should be giving us a battle, yeah, with point defense. I think it's for some reason I think it's playing 2 tracks at the top of shit, which is probably fine. But yeah, so we got the Destroyer here versus a PDA. I think our PDA will win. Yeah, Real Mark III line. We've seen this exchange before. And if we can keep the station going, that would be probably the quickest way back into actually having a presence at Earth. So I'm not going to let a random Destroyer claim a victory that it shouldn't have when a PDA is going to be enough to stop it. I have to say the 40mm and the 30mm autocannons are just a little bit more interesting to watch than the PDA doing its job. Although that has to do with the fact that the autocannons miss a lot. So it's a lot of DACA going up, whereas the laser cannons are a little bit more accurate. Yeah, so we're at least not dying to it. It doesn't have enough firepower. I think it's lost its frontal weapon in the exchange. 'Cause I don't see any of its rail cannon rounds are coming at us. Question here is, does the destroyer come back around for another pass? It could definitely try. It does appear to be trying. Anyway, as you can see, the rounds are shot off based on predictions on where the enemy is going to be. So it stopped shooting because the gun is only allowed to shoot at things. I think that might actually be 600 kilometers out for the well, 600 I think is the light one. Yeah, 600 is the light one. So if it is supposed to be 600 kilometers out, when the gun fires, the gun will fire. Even if, because it changes its velocity, it's not 600 out. And I mean when the round would get to where it's firing, not. Yeah. So if it changes its velocity, it might technically be a little farther out, a little closer in. So that's where you get bursts like that when ships are accelerating towards you. Here we go. Slowly and steadily, the Mark III railgun will end the destroyer. This is why we're trying to build battleships. It just takes a real long time to build the battleships. Because our battleships are basically running not the light version, but the medium version. Which I believe has an 800 kilometer range. And it's basically running 6 of them. Or no, running 3 of them. So it's a lot more projectiles going down range. You get a full batch of 10 of those, you're getting 30 rounds just coming out at this pace. Boom, 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 boom. And that will slowly attrit down most ships. Our current battleships are not necessarily well armored, so we might have a little bit of problem versus the aliens, but the humans that shouldn't have a problem. There we go. Scratch one impudent human. Our shipyards live to see another day. Although, here comes the aliens to finish the job, so... The aliens won't have that problem. Oh yeah, 6 alien ships versus Rainier Station. I think they win. I'm going to auto-resolve and accept that we lose. Which means there goes Rainier Station, and all our dockyards in Earth orbit well, all the real dockyards. We got a couple space docks, but if they're going to bounce around, it's not worth risking trying to build stuff at them. So we've lost Earth orbit is what's gone on.
Our people have taken control.
We still have, like, perfect control of Mars. Mercury's questionable. That's our space future. Although, if they're trying to catch up to us, we'll wait a little bit, let them catch up a bit before they make the run. They're going to Everest Station. Again, nothing we can do to stop them at this point. They're going to blow through all the stuff on Earth, which is fine.
You're jerking my chain, right? There's no way in hell that I'm spending millions on sending a rocket into space if we just let half of it sink to the bottom of the ocean. Chairman Soren van Wyk comments to SABC News. There
we go. Next generation aerospace complete. So from there, we're going to make the jump to improve shipbuilding techniques. Required for rapid shipbuilding, which is faster shipbuilding, which we definitely need. Ships of the line, which is lancers, which, again, we're going to want lancers so we can put those neutron lances on them. Also, again, required for adamantium armor. So yeah, definitely where we're going. Let's see if we can hold on to that without having to speed up too much. It's a little bit more of an expensive one, so it's a less of a just rush it down. And it's not June yet. I suppose we are still expanding you. So those two. You're next. Oh no, you're not next because you're resistance held. As long as it's held by the resistance, it is safe. Guinea. Okay, Guinea is actually pretty just easy for us to get
Where
into.
do you need me?
Just do a control nation there.
Bringing them on board.
Ganya? Confused with this region over here. That's Ganya. So I think this is Guinea. Forget which one's pronounced, or exactly how this one's pronounced, but it's pronounced some way. Togo.
Your orders?
From the Togo.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Since
Ready for
President Togo.
Standing by.
You'll probably need some influence. We can send you to there.
Establishing our presence.
Let's stick with those two places. And that'll give us 2 more. And then it's... Okay, those 2 regions, okay. So with that, we should have what we can expand Mali into, which is a good start. And then Ethiopia, we're waiting on June for you to merge in, or to be merged in. That region is contested between the two. Okay, that's what's going on. Oh, and you're not... Is that classed as a hostile claim? That's what I'm seeing there. Yes, it's being classed as a hostile claim. I don't know the history behind that, but there's presumably some history there if it's being classed as a hostile claim. That complicates that, because that just means I need to basically declare war on it, which wouldn't be impossible to do. It's definitely doable. And we're up to 5 in the EU. That's good to see. Actually at 5. Yeah, that's real good to see. I think that just means we invested more in the economy in the EU. Do another tick of economy in... Actually, do another double tick economy in the EU. Would like to be like 55,000 GDPC in the EU. Okay, confirm assignments. Let time pass. Yeah, they're just going to keep slapping our stations. At this point, we've lost Earth orbit if they want it so for the moment. We just have to accept the paddling. Yeah, the station put up some fight. But yeah, the station still loses.
Lending my expertise.
Okay. We arrive at the next station. There goes the next station. This is going to make it harder and harder to keep control of the globals. We might have to accept we're going to lose some control. Okay, don't have to accept that you're going to win. Yep. We're rejecting that choice. Your tiny little Corvette does not have enough firepower. You know this from experience. We're gonna make the aliens burn off some hate by blowing it up and not letting the initiative do it. Yeah, we won this fight before, so we're just waiting until we actually win. Has to do with the timing here. Because of how the PDA works, everything's on Guardian, so it doesn't shoot at the other ship unless it doesn't have a projectile shoot down. So the really short, sharp bit of the intercept here will shoot its projectile down and have enough time to get ours away. And then if we take out its gun, like I think we've done already, it stops shooting, and then it just sort of chain rounds the rounds into it. And this is just showing the lethality of kinetic rounds, right? The armor, whatever armor they're bringing is not enough to stop the kinetic round from shipping through. They're bringing 5, which... 5 is actually somewhat decent and good light rounds. Light mag rounds. Light mag battery rounds, I think is what we're using here. Yeah. Which is the smallest of the kinetics. Here it goes. Rapid fissile enrichment.
The people will come to our side.
Targeting Jingxi. So again, the alien paddling continues. This is a large enough fleet that none of these point defenses are going to be able to handle it, so we just auto-resolve and accept the paddling. Arrived at Low Mercury is bombarding one of our stations, and this is something we don't have to tolerate. 3v4. 3 frigates versus 4 monitors. We're engaging. Coming in. Full intercept. Torpedoes away. Scratch 1 alien ship. Scratch 2 alien ships. Make that 3. Took heavy damage on a ship in exchange for it, but heavy damage is much easier to replace than a whole ship. Oh, never mind. Guess the damage was critical, and the damage control teams are not able to get it under control. So scratch 1 ship for 3. That's definitely a fair trade. So you need to get back to the shipyard. We do still have more. Hopefully, have that shipyard continue to just crank ships. Keep making ships. Every time one comes off the slipway, shove another one in the slipway. Set the lead on improved. Are we going to be able to contest that? We can. Theory, no. In theory, we've hit the point where we're no longer able to contest it anymore. We'll see if that continues to be the case, in which case we'll just sort of give up. Let them have it.
We're taking over.
Pressure mission successful in Qatar.
We're taking over.
Taking the second point in Guinea. Was Qatar one of mine? No, it was the neighbor to one of mine. I think Kuwait. Arrived at low Mercury. Oh dear, that's a big fleet. I think we're about to get battling in Mercury. Targeting Chokai Station, so they're not even going for the ground emplacements. They're going straight for the shipyard.
We were unable to establish control.
Yeah, just launch the torpedoes. It's not going to be enough. We don't have enough. Don't have enough torpedoes for this number of ships. And slam the accelerator. Torpedoes are away. Yeah, destroyed by the plasma. Actually, it might have been a little bit of the alien torpedoes. Yeah, it was the alien torpedo. All our ships gone. None of the torpedoes connect. I think we've lost presence on everywhere except for Mars at this point.
Our supporters are in place.
There goes the Mercury shipyard. Well, the
Reporting
plan
in.
on Earth is to continue going about our usual business.
Putting our people in place.
I'm here.
60 days if we're going to unify there. Yeah, I think we worked that as a hostile core, so we're never going to be able to unify that one without actually dropping out of the Federation, rivaling them to each other, bringing in an army. Ethiopia doesn't have an army for the moment, so just got them together in the Federation, which in theory is going to let me build the one mission control there in Eritrea. And we're done with funding, we're doing mission control, doing economy. How stable are you? Probably want to work on welfare, not economy. Unity funding. You need funding, don't make the bomb, please. Yeah. Okay, so you... Yeah, we'll put you to public campaigning there.
Making our case.
I'm here.
At your service.
Have you do defend interest there.
Securing our control.
Defend interest there.
Ready to go.
And yeah, if we do end up losing control of improved shipbuilding, we'll just pull the research out of it for going forward. And it will be a shame because that means we won't be able to push for the thing it follows up on. Although the stuff we really want from it is ship of the line, which it means just by putting it in the queue, we've got what we want from that, right? Improved shipbuilding goes into animatine, goes into animatine we're going to want for armor. We'll need diamondoids, although that's a little bit quicker than we need it. Right, and then we want ships of the line, which is the only thing we're missing from it, yeah. Just then into the spinal, which is advanced fission system, so we won't be able to do advanced fission systems after, which will be a bit of a shame. And Ultronon. Oh no, we already got... That's a project. Already got that discovered. But yeah, looks like we're probably going to lose that control slot, which, if that's the case, will be a shame. Although looking at the time, I think this is the point to put the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. We're on the back foot for the moment, although being on the back foot does not mean the run is going terribly. We still have control of the Martian space, even though we've lost control of Mercury and Earth. And it's not implausible to get back into these spots. Earth might be a little annoying because the human factions are being annoying. And also it turns around to, what are the aliens going to do? Right? Are they going to keep slapping us down? If they do, then it'll be a little bit of a slow slog trying to get back into these. But as long as we got Mars and or Mercury, coming back isn't too hard. Right? And they haven't even blown up the Mercury. They came from the Mercury station, and they haven't done anything else.
Your orders.
I think they're still buzzing around Earth. I think they're still... Oh, no, actually, they're not buzzing around Earth. So the paddling at Earth has ended. Aliens have come in, they've done their paddling. We still get to keep some of our stations, so they haven't completely driven us out of Earth. It'll be a little bit of work to get back into Earth, but they haven't completely driven us from the orbit. And we still have pretty good space resources, so I'm not concerned. It's just we've been on the receiving end of the alien weapons and fights. But yeah, otherwise I think things are going well. If you're watching on YouTube, they'll be put up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, this is going to be the midstream tea break where I go replace my cup of tea because the cup is empty. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.